What is up? Welcome to October in our GSP United career. 5th season, obviously. You can see they were 2nd in the league. We're doing pretty well. We've scored a lot of goals. We've scored 11. We've only conceded 2. We're undefeated for the season. Minus the cup competitions where we obviously lost on pens, but I don't count that as a loss. Excuse me for doing that twice. I don't count it as a loss because we lost on pens. We didn't lose in the match. That's all I care about. But you can see we're in pretty decent form. Obviously, we were having issues with the simulation. I kind of brought that up in the last stream / episode. So, I've came up with a plan. I did at the end of the stream after I finished the recording, which you can check out now in the thing. Pretty much, I might quick sim some games, but do this here. It doesn't matter. It's nothing that you can be shown. But we are playing Coventry. Gonna get a revenge in December against Birmingham City. I'm gonna face Luton, who I don't think we've actually played against entirely in this save. Which is surprising considering they were a League One side from the first season. So those are our 3 games, not subject to change. Let's head in to the first game against Coventry, and let's hope we can take this first spot in a first versus second. Okay, folks. We're now here for the game against Coventry. I almost forgot the team for a second. As you can see, Eze ain't fully fit. Russo is not fully fit, but I'm going to start Russo instead of Braga. We need to play our strongest team. Obviously. You can see Brown's now here. You got Brakovic, who I'm going to start ahead of Souza. I think Brakovic has been quite good. Sonko, obviously, we're not really going to use Ferguson. He's not really the greatest of players. So let's get straight in to the match. Yeah, I don't want to listen to that noise again. Jeekers. Okay, yeah, well, we're here in Coventry, where we beat them a couple of times last season. I didn't check the sliders. We'll be checking those afterwards. If the second sliders are too quick, then we know. But this looks like a good start. It's off to Reed. Fires one into Mane. Turns, swivel, shoots. Oh, that's an easy save for Dovin. Mickelson can't get there. But then backs off entirely. Isn't great, and the ball goes out of play. Okay, so we've already taken a shot inside 6 minutes. Doing pretty nice. Yo, Tomo. Sorry if I'm focusing too much. I should have checked the sliders. That's the one thing. I knew that was the one thing I messed up. I didn't check the sliders. They're passing it. They're just antagonizing us. Oh, that's a beautiful ball to give away. Can't do anything with it. Hurry. Through ball. Mane. Athletic effort off the post. Or the crossbar. Takes a shot from Brakovic and the deflection. What on earth? Hurry, unlucky with a challenge. Farino, you should be out. You should be stepping out there. That's going to be a foul and an advantage. Russo gets done. We've injured one of their players. Russo wins the ball, and Brakovic can now drive in the middle of the park with it. Wait for Mane to make that run. He does. Mane's through. Should be a goal. Is a goal. And it's 1-0 in the first versus second match. And we will take top spot. And that is some counter football for you. Back to front. We take the win. For the moment. Anti-football. What? I played it from the back. Sorry, I'm trying to keep a lead, and this isn't what keep a lead is. Giving Coventry City a chance at half-time. And it's going to fall. And Banzer's called in the action at the half. But we go into the tunnel with the advantage. That's all I care about. We've had 7 shots this game. Mickelson. In. We're facing Wolves next. To Mane. Mane will be against his former club. But at the moment, he's played the ball to Mickelson. 2-0. And now, I think we can make the changes and feel a little bit more comfortable. I think we can just make the changes. Alright. Who should we get? Brakovic. Russo's tired. I think that's an obvious one. I think we give Sonko the run. Keep Curry on. Curry hasn't been that bad. I don't trust Weber enough. I would say Reg for the goal scorer. And Diaz for 4? Which would mean 1, 2, 3, 4. We can make another change if an injury occurs. I mean, I think I found the fantastic keeper from an academy. From day one, we had a Liechtenstein keeper, and we have played him since the get-go. And he's been so good. We made the changes. I still like the fact Reg can still play centre mid. Like, he learnt it. Okay, Forn, you gotta mark your man. Can someone pressure him? That's good. From Coventry. Farina was there to stop it. The ball goes into the back stick. Well, we can't keep clean sheets against the top teams, can we? That's what they did to score against us last season. Cross to the back stick. We don't have the tallest of fullbacks. Let's just carry the ball. Carry it to the end. Tell Brakovic to run in front of you. And he has. Now Brakovic can slam it across. Tries to go to Reg. It falls for Sonko. It just misses the goal. But it's the 90th minute. It's the 90th minute. Did we do enough? Goudabali headers it back to their half, and the referee will blow the whistle. And it's a 2-1 win, and we take the top spot of the championship going into October. What a day. Okay, we're here for the game against Birmingham City. 21st Birmingham City. I don't understand how this team is struggling whatsoever. You can see we're top of the table. We haven't lost a game yet. We've won 12, drawn 5. It's not a draw fest, it's a win fest for the team. 41 points. We're 9 points clear of Norwich City. Honestly, I don't mind if we don't win the league. As long as we don't lose this 9-point gap to Norwich, I'm perfectly fine. And they're facing QPR. Well, we're facing a team who are just outside the relegation zone. They have lost 10 of their opening 17 matches. It's not going well for them. And we face Luton Town later in this episode, and they're not even doing good. We'll show you the stretch of form since you have last seen our game against Coventry City. So literally the first game of the month and the first game of this episode. We went a couple 0-0s in the first month. 1-0 against Thing. We've scored a couple of goals. And then we just went on a tear in November. A 1-0, a 2-0, a 1-0, a 2-0, and a 1-0. So by virtue of the fact, this should be a 2-0 win for us. If you look at the form and everything else suggesting we're going to have to make a couple of changes. We also had a training injury. As you can see there, Sonko. Reg's actually started to go down in rating. Because that's what you do when you get injured. Which isn't nice. He had a broken foot. That was about a week ago. Week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Sonko has a broken arm. So Fernandes and Fredrickson have to step in. Which isn't the greatest. Because Reg was not doing too bad. Sonko not as great. I was going to give Fredrickson the chance. In all honesty. We have one of the top goal scorers of the league. In our team. In Mane. Fine scoring form. And let's see what we can do. Can we pay them back at their own ground for what they did to us in the FA Cup last season? Because it would be nice to get a bit of payback for teams that knock us out of the FA Cup. The only cup I really care about. And that's good from Mane instantly. getting the interception, and now Mikkelson's going to drive, almost finds Self, as I almost say his name. So, okay, looks like it's going to be a bit scrappy. Birmingham could pull on like an absolute performance, and they are going to. There's a chance for Birmingham with Aronson. Farino's going to get close. Stops the shot from the get-go. That's not good. That's a good save from Banzer. We're going to need to start shaping up our defence a little bit better. Souza, Mane put the pressure on. Mane's put the pressure on. Almost gets the ball. And just able to play it out to number 16, who is able to comfortably keep the football. It's very hard to get this ball off this right-hand side of the Birmingham attack. With Aronson and the number 16 fella, Yildirim, Zanioli. Playing well. Gudabali's had to come out to try and help Diaz. It works. It's going to be half-time. We're just going to boot the ball up. Yep, why have you put... I don't understand why Kahuri as a centre mid is pulled away from a midfielder. Good Abali. Let's go on the attack. Souza. Real quickly. Oh, beautiful pass to Mane. Mane has the chance. Can he finish? He bags another goal! And we strike 15 minutes into the second half to take the 1-0. We're playing on the counter. It's how we're going to have to score the goals against this team, and it has worked absolutely perfectly. Look at the strike to the opposite corner. Keeper had to make the decision, chose wrong, and suffered a goal because of it. And it's the man on form for us. The man who always seems to be on the goal sheet. Mateo Mane. I tried to remember his full name. Oh, Sozy. Always seems to find himself on the score sheet. Is probably where I'll end it. That was a bit awkward. Mikkelsen. Beautiful. Seth. Down to Souza. Souza to find Mane. Mane to wait for Souza. Oh, this is lovely liquid football. Souza drills it across. Seth is clearly onside. And within 10 minutes, it turns into a normal match for our boys. 2-0. I think we can now make a couple of changes to freshen up this squad. Buchanan. Good Braga. Brakovic. Run. Run. Run, Brakovic. Run, Brakovic. Play it back to Seth. Strike one. Near post thunderbolt. And it's icing on the cake for Seth. A double for the day. But what a hit from there. Near post. Absolutely no issue. We won't be able to see the replay from this. We'll just have to wait a quick second. Do we get a second replay? We absolutely do. That is a thunderous strike from Seth. We'll take a look at it in more a bit because of that highlight. If we go to the highlighter, go for the goal, have a quick look at this. We'll do this, go to follow, we'll go follow, we'll go in slow-mo. Well, so this is what we're going to do. You can see it here. We'll go orbit. So you can see, takes a touch. And look at this thunderbolt go. One more touch. And then just decides to bang. Giving the keeper absolutely no chance. He's going to pass it to Mane. And we're going to go one last little hurrah here. Because Fernandez is almost through. He's going to play it back to Mane, who cuts through, tries to make it a brace for himself. Doesn't end up being a brace. Farino's header, comfortably saved. And that will be a 3-0 win. He could have passed it to unselfishly to let Seth try and bag a hat-trick. But he wanted to go himself. But it doesn't matter. It's a 3-0 win. Another clean sheet for the team. Another handful of goals. And another step closer to sealing an automatic promotion spot. Okay, folks. So we're here against Luton Town. A 4-2-2. They've won one out of the last 3 games. We drew last game due to a little bit of circumstances. Apparently the game pretty much said to my striker, "You ain't scoring," and kind of just left it at that. He had a tap in. He literally hit it that weak. The keeper was able to grab it about 2 yards in front of him. So this game just hates me. But look, we're 4 points ahead. We're 11 points ahead of the team we just faced. And you may have seen it. FA Cup. We know what game we're playing first next episode. Oh boy. We're playing at Anfield in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. If this isn't a welcome to the Premier League sign, I don't know what isn't. We're just going to play our strongest team. I do not care. I want the win. I want the 3 points. I want to end this season, this month, this episode on no goals. Well, sorry, no losses. So we are hoping that this rainy day is for Luton Town in London and not for us, the travelling support. Not for us and the travelling supporters. Basically what I tried to say. And hoping that heavy touches don't hinder us, like they have done every time it rains. Perfect. Eze, Reed. Go on, Reed. Got the space. Play it to Souza. Souza. There's no space. Yes, that's exactly where I passed the game. Just bear in mind the fact I is aiming at the defenders. It falls to us. Souza has the chance to finish it. We get the goal. I still don't understand the passing. It's a 1-0 advantage. But oh boy, that was confusing the crap out of me for a second, and I was almost about to get angry. Not even sprinting then. I've not even sprinted then, and he takes a heavy touch. I've not sprinted. I've tried to technical dribble. Oh my goodness, you take heavy touches when you technical dribble in this game now. Sweet. That's a beautiful through ball. In the meantime, Mane misses a chance. Missed a chance. A sitter in the last game, like we said. Tap in. I don't understand why the game didn't allow him to take the full-fledged shot. It was the last kick of the game as well, so I guess it meant it was destined for a 0-0. But is he now starting to squander a couple of chances here? Not strong enough against Adebayo. That's why I said Adebayo's a physical guy. And he's played a brilliant ball. Banzer needs to save. Diaz, what are you doing? But we'll take it to half-time with the 1-0 advantage. Take the ball up long. Play that there. Seth. Waits for Mane. Mane does make the run. He's in behind. Surely he scores. And he's doubled the lead. Finally gets back on the goal sheet. After a couple of crucial chances missed. He gets his confidence back in one foul sweep. Gonna make the changes. We're actually gonna take Mane off. I was gonna take him off regardless of what happened after that play. Bring on a couple of players. I think that'll be it actually. Just Fredrickson and Kahuri. Give the big 6'3" man a little bit more game time, since Sonko is coming back from his injury. Luton aren't really pressing, and Mikkelson's caught them out. And Kahuri gives the ball straight back to them because that is a Kahuri thing to do. They get through, have a shot. Banzer with a save. We'll just throw it out. Never mind. We don't. Well, it is a free kick against us. We're gonna have to shape up to make sure we keep the clean sheet. Fredrickson, do your block. Doesn't. Banzer with an absolute brilliant diving catch to take the clean sheet and the 3 points. With one more game to go in the month and to secure the top spot for the first half of the season. and we are loving life at the moment. Alright folks, we're here for the end of the episode. January the 1st, we just drew 0-0. We're 9 points clear. More importantly, we're 7 points clear of second. That's the bigger thing. We're 9 points clear of of being in the playoffs, but we're 7 points clear of second. So we can just keep this form going. We're on 56 points. We're doing well. We're doing much better than what we did last season at this stage. We should be completely fine. Obviously, first game has to be Liverpool. Next episode in the 2 month. It will just depend if we beat Liverpool, will be the rest of the games. That's all I can really say. Guaranteed first game is going to be Liverpool, no matter what. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. We're now top of the league since the first time since I think this first ever season. It's been 4 seasons, 4 horrible years where we just have not been at the top of the league. But now we're here. It looks like we're gonna be staying here for a while. Peace.